Blade, who claimed that he was concerned that the girl was being abused. Officers found sexually explicit text messages on the girl's phone from Blade going back to February, suggesting the two were in a relationship. If convicted, Blade could face up to 40 years in prison. And Lime scooters saw a 73% surge in ridership during this year's Summerfest, as over 86,000 trips were taken during the 9-day festival. Lime's Lee Aaron Foley tells WTMJ,
"We've just seen people taking on to scooters more and more every year. Maybe there's a general curiosity that people may have as you're walking down the street. You see these green and white Lime scooters on the street in a parking corral, available and on demand in the highest demand places. And that's not just, in the Third Ward. It's not just downtown. It's spread across the entire city of Milwaukee."
Since launching service in Milwaukee, Lime says over 400,000 riders have collectively taken more than 2 million trips. Sports, traffic, weather, and Outdoor Living Unlimited. WTMJ News Time is 7:04.
James Imaging Systems, your local document imaging partner. JamesImaging.com.
Modernizing business technology is critical for a positive impact on efficiency and reducing operating costs. That's exactly what Tri-City National Bank found out when they called on James Imaging Systems. Listen to Bank CIO Robert Prang.
We also went through a large retooling of our print environment, changing from where we had almost 200 printers.
All the way down to just 97 printers. That's Managed Print Services from James Imaging Systems, a 100% locally owned and managed Wisconsin business technology company.
So being able to work with a local company like James that has that flexibility with their staff and being able to deliver for us has given us the ability to make the right decisions for our organization.
Robert, would you recommend Managed Print Services from James Imaging Systems?
Yes, in a heartbeat, I would recommend James.
Learn more at jamesimaging.com. James Imaging Systems, your local business technology partner.
Staying active, essential for overall health. Proper medical support, essential for staying active. WTMJ's Vince Vitrano for Orthopedic Associates of Wisconsin. Whether it's keeping a weekend warrior like me on the tennis court or keeping young athletes in the game, you want the best in sports medicine, that's OAW. Surgeons, nurses, and physical therapists help you recover from injury, avoid injury in the future, and enhance performance. Get care 7 days a week. Walk right in at an Ortho ASAP clinic or book an appointment online at orthowisconsin.com.
Ready to upgrade your home's exterior? Family owned and operated since 1983, J&J Contractors specializes in top quality windows, doors, and siding that enhance your home while increasing its value and energy efficiency. From modern vinyl siding to stylish fiberglass doors, and from double hung windows to sliding glass doors, they have the perfect solutions for your home. Contact them today for a free consultation. Just search online J&J Contractors or call 414-423-9200. J&J Contractors. Welcome home.
Time for WTMJ Sports Update from the Gruber Law Office's One Call, That's All Sports Desk. The Brewers beat the LA Dodgers from Los Angeles last night, winning 2-0. The Brew Crew plan to play later tonight with first pitch at 8:30. Our coverage begins at 7 o'clock with Brewers warm-up right here on WTMJ. Taking a look at your roads, your WTMJ time saver traffic. We've got 2 incidents on the road. I-94 West, 1.1 miles beyond the ramp from Bluemont Road. The right shoulder is closed due to an incident. Then over on I-43 South, 1.8 miles beyond the ramp from Racine Avenue. Right shoulder is blocked due to a disabled vehicle. Other than that, roads are looking pretty clear across southeast Wisconsin. Time for your WTMJ 5-day forecast. Today's going to be partly cloudy at times with a chance of scattered showers and thunderstorms with a high of 81 degrees. Tonight will be mostly cloudy with a few isolated showers or thunderstorms. That's still possible with a low of 64 degrees. Sunday's going to become mostly sunny with a high of 75 degrees. Sunday evening will be mostly clear with a low of 62 degrees. Monday will be partly cloudy with a high of 78 degrees. And Tuesday will be partly cloudy with a high of 82 degrees. Right now in Madison, it's 72 degrees. In Green Bay, it's 65 degrees. In Waukesha, it's 68 degrees. And right here in Milwaukee, it's 68 degrees. I'm Sean Brinda, Outdoor Living Unlimited. WTMJ News Time is 7:08.
This is The Fix-It Show on WTMJ. Advice and opinions expressed during the program are solely that of the hosts or guests and not WTMJ Radio or Good Karma Brands Milwaukee, LLC. When it comes to home repairs, we could all use a guy. Well, we've got the guy, and we've got the show. For all your home improvement questions, we've got answers. This is the Fix It Show on WTMJ, presented by J&B Construction and Siding Unlimited. Now, here's your host, Dayton, Kane, and David Nason.
Good morning, and thank you for joining us midway through July, and we're still on the radio, David.
Yes, we are.
We're still here. Had a good week? Busy week?
Well, it was busy.
Busy?
Started
You're always
out-
busy.
Yeah. Started out sailing.
Nice.
I was gone last weekend. Thanks, Jim, for filling in for me.
Midway through, we had a little golf in there. That
Yes,
wasn't
this
good.
week. No,
You
well.
came on at the end. You were doing pretty good at the end.
Better than I have been this
Yeah.
year. Yeah, starting to actually keep my head down and hit the ball.
Yeah. It was
Yeah.
fun to be out there, and no matter what goes on. So I want to address something as we start the show. We have no guests this hour, 1st of all. So if somebody has questions about anything they want to fix, 855-616-1620 is the Siding Unlimited WTMJ talk and text line. Isaac, a few weeks ago, said something that I want to address. We were talking about driving. I was getting yelled at a little bit by some of the listeners for my comments on driving. But one statement he said that his driver's ed instructor said if we all drove the speed limit, we would never get stuck at a stoplight because they're timed perfectly with the speed limit. BS! I call it BS.
I never said it was true. That's just what he told
So
me.
if he's telling his students what I don't want to call him out, but what's his name?
His name was Tom.
Okay, so we're calling Tom out. Tom, quit telling people that because it's not true. Because I have tested this theory since then. So if there's nobody in front of me and I'm at a stoplight, I've been driving the speed limit to see what happens, and it is absolutely false that if we drive the speed limit, we'll hit every light green.
Wow.
So
And unfortunately, this is unfortunate. If you drive the speed limit, everywhere now, it's like you're getting run over.
Yeah, right.
You're in the way.
Right.
That's
why I was only doing it in places where I wasn't like keeping people behind me.
We've gotten, we're going too fast.
Yeah.
Just in our cars and in our lives, just so much stuff going on.
Yeah. We were supposed to go to a friend's lake house today, and they canceled it because of the rain forecast.
Yeah.
She canceled it like 4 or 5 days ago. She's like, it's supposed to rain all weekend. We're not going to go. Now it's going to be beautiful, it looks like. But
Steve Miller canceled his whole tour
for weather. What?
Yeah,
what does that
so,
mean?
I don't know. We don't seem to be able to deal with things anymore.
Interesting.
Just in general, just in life.
But anyway, when she canceled, I'm like, oh, we actually have an open day on a weekend where we don't have anything to do.
Yeah.
It was kind of refreshing, actually.
Well, now all of a sudden your list of things to do at your house is huge, right?
Actually, before I left this morning, I wrote things to do this weekend, and it's about 10 items long of things I have to get done today. But I can do them, which usually we're running around like chickens with our heads cut
Clean
off
out
to this
the chicken
event or
coop.
going to that. Well, that's on the list.
Yeah.
We got new sand to put down at the bottom. So it's always something with the chicken coop.
mansion.
Chicken mansion, yeah. Yeah. So when it comes to fixing things, this time of year, we're at full-blown summer mode right now.
Yeah.
By now, you should probably just be doing maintenance, right? Lawn work and you should have done your spring. Hey, we came out of winter.
Yeah, we're past that.
Yeah, we came out of winter. We did all the spring stuff.
Yeah.
Now it's kind of like, all right, let's breathe and just maintain for a bit before we get ready for the fall, the winter transition.
Your bushes and things are probably really growing like crazy.
That's
with
on
all
my
the
list.
rain.
Trim.
Everything should be trimming things back from your house.
Yep.
Just, these become ladders for animals.
Bugs.
So many people have or have had mice in their attic. Well, how do they get in their attic? Well, they climb up trees and things, climb up on your roof. They find a little hole somewhere and they get in your attic.
They can also go up the walls, though, can't they?
I don't think they can climb up vinyl siding too well.
No,
maybe.
I mean on the inside, like get into the house and then
if they
go
get
up.
in a gap or something,
Yeah,
sure.
yeah.
But they can climb right up brick. They can climb right up probably cedar siding, with something they can grab onto.
Yeah.
But you're right; they get up inside the walls as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. So caulk all little gaps around any penetration in the wall, the electrical, the gas line, water hoses, all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Get out there with a good tube of caulk, Quad OSI or Vulcum or something like that. And don't use a cheap latex caulk or even silicone. Tends to break down a little bit quicker in some places.
Yeah.
Depends on what you're using. that sticks well to like aluminum, metal surfaces, silicone will.
Sure.
But other more rough, like concrete block and stuff like that, you want to use a polyurethane-based caulk. That's going to hold up better.
All right. We'd love to hear from you today because we have no guest on this hour. Eric Brown from Siding Unlimited on next hour. 855-616-1620 is the number. It's the Fix It Show on WTMJ.
It's back.
And sweeter than ever.
It's the Cream Puffapalooza, July 30th at the Wisconsin State Fair.
Registration opens Monday, July 21st at WTMJ.com.
The first 300 fans signed up will receive a 6-pack of cream puffs, handed out by your Cream Puffapalooza ambassadors, Greg Matzik and Jessica Ty. Hey, that's us.
Whether you love them classic, chocolatey, or bursting with berry, there's never been a better time to indulge at the Wisconsin State Fair.
Because no Wisconsin summer is complete without a cream puff.
It's there all day, and it never goes away. I hate pain. It robs us of so much. But if you take action today, your pain could be gone tomorrow. Because at Rejuvenex, we harness the power of Toradol and hyaluronic acid to calm the inflammation and cushion joints. Rejuvenex treatments are safe, they're FDA approved, and in most cases, insurance, including Medicare and Medicaid, pays for them. At as low as $65 per injection per joint, our treatments are affordable. It's not a gimmick. It's pharmacological medicine administered in office in a simple and convenient manner. And with it, our patients have been able to avoid risky surgery and begin to stop the onset of arthritis. I'm Rejuvenex founder Richard Salinas, and here we've made pain treatment as easy and affordable as it can be. Go to rejuvenex.com to request your free pain evaluation.
Hi, this is Jeff Levering with the Brewers Radio Network. Ridgetop Exteriors, Wisconsin's trusted name in home improvement, does more than just top-quality roofing. They're your go-to for maintenance-free siding and energy-efficient windows, too. Ridgetop has expert credentials with leading manufacturers like Pella, James Hardie, and LP Smart Siding. For over 20 years, they delivered exceptional craftsmanship and service. Call Ridgetop Exteriors today or visit ridgetopexteriors.com. Ridgetop Exteriors, where customer service always comes first.
Ridgetop Exteriors.
Hey, boaters!
This is Dave Dorrell from Kendor Marine. When you get here, you might be overwhelmed when you see so much stuff. But don't be, because our staff knows just where to find what you need. They're knowledgeable, friendly, and willing to help so that you can find everything you need to keep your boat in tip-top shape. Boaters in the know exactly where to go. Kendor Marine, 57th and Ryan Road in Franklin.
Hey, boaters! Cruise to Kendor Marine. We got everything you need but the water. Hey, boaters!
We have the go-to marine store. And it's not just because we have all the boat parts and supplies you'll ever need, including oddball parts you thought you'd never be able to find. And it's also because we're cheaper than the other guys, too. So why shop anywhere else? This is Dave Dorrell from Kendor Marine. Boaters in the know exactly where to go. Kendor Marine, 57th and Ryan Road in Franklin.
Hey, boaters! Cruise to Kendor Marine. We got everything you need but the water.
The One Big Beautiful Bill spans over 800 pages and introduces provisions and policy shifts that could impact your taxes in retirement. It marks a significant overhaul of the government's role across multiple sectors. As the implications unfold, questions abound. Annex Wealth Management is hosting a webinar to address these concerns. Join us Wednesday, July 23rd at noon for a free webinar. We'll explore the latest updates and open the chat for your questions. It's a valuable learning opportunity for everybody. Register today at annexwealth.com/events.
The Fix-It Show with Dayton, Kane, and David Nason on WTMJ.
Isaac in the producer's booth today playing The Cure. If you like that band, The Cure, Depeche Mode, Violent Femmes, like that type of 80s alternative music, there's a band called The First Wave. They're playing at 5:15 at Bastille Days in Cathedral Square Park today. Great music.
Mm-hmm.
So if you like it, that's a good place to go. It's supposed to
Should be a nice warm day.
Nice day outside.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
81 for a high. Very, very scattered showers, they're saying. Yeah. So they said, the guy I was watching on TMJ4 kept saying, and I didn't remember which guy he was, but he kept, no, it wasn't him. He kept saying, it won't be a wash today. It's not going to be a wash. So don't not do something because you think it might rain is what.
Yeah, you look at the radar. It looks like it might stay south of us. Possibly.
Right. That's what he was kind of saying.
The majority of the heavy stuff.
So here's a question. You're dealing with your church, right?
Yeah.
Is that what it is?
We just had our parking lot replaced, yeah.
Okay, so, and you were kind of the general contractor?
So I'm one of the
on it, or
trustees,
one of the-
so
okay.
I was basically, I took it on as a project for our church, yeah.
So typically for a huge parking lot, it's asphalt. I mean, you don't see massive concrete
rarely
parking lots
Yeah.
because it's expensive, right? Is that the main reason you end up doing asphalt when
Generally.
it's that big of a project?
Generally, yes, concrete's probably twice as much as asphalt, probably on average. Maybe not always, but
Okay.
you could kind of figure that much.
Okay, so let's talk about this. What are some of the benefits of going asphalt versus concrete?
The cost.
And then we'll flip the script and go the
Yeah.
other way. So cost.
Yeah.
Asphalt's generally cheaper, as you just mentioned. What other things are you looking at when you're trying to make a decision? Like if you want to redo your driveway.
Yeah. Well, in the parking lot, world, I mean, they paved our parking lot in one day around our church.
Concrete would take a lot longer.
Concrete would take days.
Okay.
You're doing it in sections.
Sure.
Because the way you have to finish it and everything, you can't reach the middle of a concrete
Gotcha.
parking lot. With
And then
with all
there's a
your
cure
finishing.
time, right? A set time.
Definitely. Concrete's going to last longer, generally, but and asphalt takes a little more maintenance. You might get a little cracks here or there. For sure, you have to seal it regularly. If you don't seal it, as we with anything on the outside, either on your house, on the ground, what's the number one thing that we're dealing with is water.
Sure.
So if the pores on the surface of the asphalt kind of open up, if your asphalt's black when they put it down, generally, and then it starts to gray from the ultraviolet rays of the sun, and the pores start to open up, well, now water's going to get in there. Water's going to cause, when then it freezes and it cracks and it expands, and
then plants start growing in it.
yeah, and then water gets under it, and starts to settle, and you get potholes and things. So it's really trying to keep the water from getting it. So keeping a good sealant on it is really critical with asphalt. When it's installed, making sure that they've graded it properly so water drains off of it. You don't want ponding as much as possible, because that leads to problems as well. So, I mean, there's a lot of benefits to doing the asphalt in the winter. If we get a snow and then we get a little bit of sun, that asphalt can heat up quicker. If you shovel most of your snow off, and when you shovel, sometimes you got a little bit of snow left or ice
or if you
something.
snow blow, you maybe have a thin layer on.
Or
if you're
exactly. It'll melt quicker because the asphalt, the black surface will heat up quicker than concrete does.
But don't you think in extreme weather conditions, the concrete would hold up better?
Oh yeah. Like, for example, if you have a motorcycle, if you put your motorcycle on its kickstand on a hot summer day, that small point of the bottom of the kickstand is going to sink into the asphalt. Well, it won't do that on concrete.
Most motorcycle, especially Harleys with the big Harleys, they carry
have
a disc that they put under that, so
to
it
spread
spreads that weight out.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So it's things like that. Of course, if the asphalt's brand new, one of the things that the contractor we used expressed to us is that within the first couple weeks, really try to tell people when you drive on it, try as hard as you can to not turn in place.
Oh, so you're sitting in your spot and you just crank your
the
wheels?
You'll create little divots in the asphalt. So try as hard as possible to turn into a parking stall while you're moving, and then don't turn again until you start pulling out. Pull out a little bit and get going, and then turn.
Gotcha.
So that can really help save or not create issues with your asphalt.
So if you ever want to see what asphalt looks like if you don't maintain it, come to my house. When we bought the house, it hadn't been maintained.
But it's really
almost
old.
becoming a gravel road.
Yeah.
That's how bad it is in points. Where and I'm fine with that. I'm like, I'm just driving. I don't have kids, skating up and down it or playing basketball, and so I'm like, it's not urgent to me. I don't have to replace it. I'm just driving on it, but someday I'll have to replace it.
And when it gets bad with asphalt, there's no real fixing it. You can patch areas maybe or something, but you're literally tearing it all out.
Yeah,
they have to grade it and compact it and everything and put new asphalt in.
Yeah,
you can't mud jack asphalt. like
All right.
you can contract.
Good
concrete.
conversation. All right, we have a couple of texts that came in. We'll get to when we come back. The Siding Unlimited WTMJ Talking Text line 855-616-1620. It is the Fix It Show. We thank you for listening to WTMJ.
Over 60 years in business, with over 60 vehicles out in the field so we can respond ultra quickly to your emergency AC needs. When you call Quality for emergency AC service, you can count on a swift response to get the job done right away. So if the heat's got you to the point where it's just too hot to handle, call Quality and we'll get you the signature service you deserve.
Call Quality for the signature service you deserve.
Call Quality. Heating, cooling, plumbing, and electric. When you need commercial or residential plumbing service, you need it now. Call Quality. We have over a 60-year track record of taking care of people. And with over 60 vehicles ready to respond to your needs, we'll be there in a hurry, so you won't have to worry. This is Anthony Zaneski. For commercial or residential plumbing service, call Quality and get the signature service you deserve.
Call Quality for the signature service you deserve.
Call Quality. Heating, cooling, plumbing, and electric.
The Fix It Show live stream and podcast are brought to you by J&J Contractors. From roofing to windows, kitchens, bathrooms, and more, J&J Contractors proudly provide a full catalog of exceptional exterior and interior home improvement services, all under one roof. Visit jnjcontractorsllc.com or call 414-423-9200 for your free consultation today. J&J Contractors, welcome home.
A well-placed mirror can be a decorator's best friend. And what I like best about adding a decorative mirror to a room is its ability to give it a bright, open feeling. It makes the most of a room's natural light, and that can give a real boost to your room's decor. So here are a few decorative mirror ideas that we can help you with. Say you have windows with a pretty view. Well, why not double your pleasure? Placing a large frame mirror directly across from a window that gets good light will give you great views from either side. Give your small apartment more space than meets the eye with a full wall mirror placed into a partially recessed wall. All you have to do is slide a chest or banquet in front of it, and the effect is subtle but very glamorous. This is Stacy Sinks with Less's Glass Service. If it's a new glass shower door, fogged or broken insulated glass replacement, or affordable glass and mirror home decor that you've been looking for, you just can't pass on Less's Glass. Less's Glass Service, serving all of southeastern Wisconsin. Find us at lessglassservice.com.
Hey, it's Vince Vitrano from Wisconsin's Morning News. It's baseball season, which means Brewers 360 is back every day at 8:40. Sponsored by Outdoor Living Unlimited. Every day, all season long, we're joined exclusively by Brewers guests, including manager Pat Murphy and more. So Murphy, as we're wrapping up our interview.
Great talking. We really enjoyed it, okay?
I was like, you did? Is he just in a good mood, or what'd y'all do to Murph?
Brewers 360 is sponsored by Outdoor Living Unlimited and Big Fish Contracting. WTMJ's The Fix-It Show with David Nason and Dayton Kane.
David, you know what I love? I love when listeners ask us to play songs. That means they're participating.
Right?
I like it. Ted Nugent.
He was in the Waukesha County Fair last night. Might have been his last concert here in Wisconsin.
You think
I don't know. How old is he?
I don't know. He's been around a long time.
I mean, all these people that we grew up listening to, right?
Yeah.
I mean, they're all
70s and 80s.
80s, still performing. Connie Francis died this week.
I don't know who that is.
Really?
Connie
Francis? She was long-time performance. She was like 87. She still had stuff booked. I was hearing it on the radio.
At 87?
87. She still had things booked that they had to cancel because she passed away. I don't understand. It's just got to be the love or the passion of being able to do it.
Yeah, it's got to be. Well, and the adoration
concert
of the fans. I mean, it's
True.
It gets you high.
Yeah, I guess.
It gets you high.
Being out on stage.
Yeah.
Ozzy did that concert was like last week or something. How old is he?
He's 87, I think I saw. No, I don't.
It's crazy.
Anyway, yeah.
I don't want to be doing this job when I'm in my 80s.
Right.
I want to be on a beach somewhere or something. You know?
Exactly. And they have all the money in the world that they could do that, right?
That's I mean, more
just
power
keep
to
going.
them. You know, like you said, if they know the passion for it, maybe Adam will be here doing news in 50 years.
Because he
right?
loves it so much?
Yeah.
You mean Sean?
Sean.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
All right, so let's get to these texts. How often should you replace your furnace and a filter on a furnace? I believe the ones that I'm currently using are MERV 8 rating, and I replace mine every month. Someone I was recently talking to said there's no need to replace it every month. What are your recommendations? It depends on how thick it is. A MERV 8's going to be a thicker one, right? Typically.
Well, not necessarily.
No.
So the MERV rating is just how, like, I guess for lack of a better word, how dense that
the
filter is.
Yeah.
So you can buy a 1-inch filter, and it's like blue or gray. It's like that mesh stuff, and you can literally see through it.
Yep.
It's got to be like a MERV 0. I don't know, And then you can buy a 1-inch filter that can be in MERV 8 or MERV 11 or something like that. And so, but a 1-inch filter is generally 45 to 60 days. And then I add on top of that, how many pets do you have?
Sure.
You got pets, you're down to 30 days. Definitely. So, and then you get these 4 or 5-inch media filters, and they generally say 4 to 6 months. So if you have a 4 or 5-inch filter, a good rule of thumb is twice a year.
That's what I do.
Yeah.
That's what I do.
Change of season,
and
basically.
Jason Fox at Capital and his crew say I'm doing a good job.
Yes. Yes. So change of season really, I've always said, pay attention to your heating and cooling equipment. Listen to it. Look when you walk by it, if you walk by it in your basement, or walk by it in your basement if you don't, and look at it. Is there water leaking out of somewhere where it shouldn't be? Is it making a noise that I've never heard that noise before. Is it starting up and then turning off and then starting up and then turning off?
Over and over and over.
That's unusual. It's called short cycling. That's not good for it. Something's wrong. Usually it's a dirty filter. But you just gotta, it's like your car. You're in your car almost every day. Almost everybody's in their car every day. You're driving down the road, you can hear, it's making a noise. Don't just turn the radio up. Okay, I got to go have it serviced, right? Or the engine light comes on. Well, furnaces and air conditioners do that too if you're paying attention to them.
Yeah. Same as your body.
True.
You know
Very
your body
true.
better than
Right.
anybody
Very
else. If
true.
you have something weird going on, go get it checked out.
It's called maintenance.
Yes. Good. I like it. The Fix It Show. That's why we're here. We have a bunch more texts we'll get to when we come back. 855-616-1620. If you have a question, let's go to Adam Brenda. Oh, no. It's Sean Brenda in the WTMJ Breaking News Center. Good morning, Sean.
Morning, Dayton. Arrested for having an inappropriate relationship with a teen, 52-year-old David Blaine of Milwaukee is charged with felony use of a computer to facilitate a child sex crime. The girl's mother reported that her daughter was missing while at the zoo on July 12th. 14-year-old was later found with Blade, who claimed that he was concerned that the girl was being abused. Officials found sexually explicit text messages on the girl's phone from Blade going back to February, suggesting the two were in a relationship. If convicted, Blade could face up to 40 years in prison. And a rollover crash involving a dump truck injured 2 people near Watertown. The Dodge County Sheriff's Office says it happened Thursday on State Highway 26. The dump truck hit the front end of a car and rolled over, spilling most of the gravel it was hauling. The roadway was shut down for several hours. Both drivers were taken to the hospital and are expected to be okay. And a number of streets will be blocked off today in Madison for the Coldplay concert at Camp Randall Stadium. Portions of North Randall, North Breeze, Monroe, and Regent streets will be closed. Temporary on-street parking restrictions will also be in place. Residents, concert goers, and motorists are encouraged to plan ahead and allow for extra travel time. Concert gates open tonight at 5 o'clock. Taking a look at your roads with your WTMJ time saver traffic. We've got 2 incidents on the road. We've got 1 incident over on I-94 West, 1.1 miles beyond the ramp from Blue Mound Road. Right shoulder is closed due to an incident. Then over on I-43 South, 1.8 miles beyond the ramp from Racine Avenue, the right shoulder is blocked due to a disabled vehicle. Other than that, roads are looking pretty clear across southeast Wisconsin.
Traffic is sponsored by Angela Calais and Benefit Realty.
At Benefit Realty, pay only 3.5 to 3.9% real estate commission and get all the service that you should. Benefit Realty, you pay less for full service. Benefit-realty.com.
All right, time for your WTMJ 5-day forecast. Today's going to be partly cloudy at times with a chance of scattered showers and thunderstorms with a high of 81 degrees. Tonight's going to be mostly cloudy with a few isolated showers or thunderstorms still possible with a low of 64 degrees. Sunday will become mostly sunny with a high of 75 degrees. Sunday evening will be mostly clear with a low of 62 degrees. Monday looking to be partly cloudy with a high of 78 degrees. And Tuesday will be partly cloudy with a high of 82 degrees. Right now in Green Bay, it's currently 67 degrees. In Waukesha, it's 68 degrees. And right here in Milwaukee, it's 69 degrees. I'm Sean Brunta, Outdoor Living Unlimited. WTMJ News Time is 7:33.
Hey, freshly retired WTMJ Morning Show host Gene Miller here for my friends at Hometown Windows and Doors. That's Hometown with an E for your every window and door need. We've talked over the years about the hometown difference. What's that all about? Well, it's about their huge new Berlin showroom featuring name brands like Pella, Marvin, and more, all on display. It's almost like a private home show, giving you the opportunity to compare your options side by side. And when you work with Hometown, you also get a dedicated project consultant to guide you to the products that best fit your home, your style, and your budget, as well as Hometown's own employee carpenters to handle the job. Now's a great time to lock in your price and take advantage of the savings by investing in your home's equity today. Take the hassle out of your next window or door upgrade. Contact Hometown today. Hometown with an E for your every window and door need. 414-329-1200 or online at hometownwindows.com.
With over 57 years of experience, family-owned Yutka Fence installs high-quality fencing with residential options including vinyl, wood, aluminum, chain link, and ornamental fences. Committed to craftsmanship and customer service, Yutka Fence doesn't just build fences, they build relationships based on care, trust, precision, and protecting what matters most. Mention you're a WTMJ fan for 10% off your project. Schedule your free estimate today at yutkafence.com or call 262-859-3226.
Hey, WTMJ's John Mercure here for Certa Pro Painters. They painted the exterior of our house. I loved it because they're thorough and they're thoughtful. As a matter of fact, they pointed out some wood that might need to eventually be replaced. They just looked at the whole house, and I felt like they absolutely cared. Get on Certa Pro's calendar right now. The summer sales discount goes through July 31st. Schedule your free estimate at CertaPro.com. That's Certa with a C for your home or business. They'll do it the right way the first time. Each Certa Pro Painters business is independently owned and operated. It's Certa Pro Painters.
More of your questions next. It's the Fix It Show on WTMJ.
A good sound. Isaac. Oso, the name of the band?
Yes.
Are they staying at your place?
No, they're not.
Okay, no. I find this culture of Isaac's music world where they like just crash at each other's apartments when they're in different towns. There's like this network of people who know
They're
each other.
probably not getting paid much.
Right.
So it's not like they're staying at the Hilton or something.
Yeah, they're staying on my couch.
What's it, the $10 bill tour?
Yeah.
Doesn't that add to the whole just experience?
Right.
And that's where they come up with their music through their experiences and everything. And
Exactly.
if you were staying at the Hilton and swimming in the pool with everybody else, how boring is that? You know, you got to be crashing on the couch and out all night.
It's like camping for people who hate being outside.
Sure.
That's a good way to put it.
right.
They're going to be at the X-Ray Arcade tomorrow if you want to go catch Oso and the $10 bill tour. I like the name of that one. All right, let's go to more text. 855-616-1620 is a Siding Unlimited WTMJ talking text line. This goes to what we were talking about before. Can you color tint asphalt? If you color tinted a cement color, will it be cooler to walk on?
I don't know that I've ever seen asphalt tinted gray. I've seen green and red.
Really?
But I don't know if you can actually get it all the way. The thing is, it's a petroleum based product,
right? It turns gray eventually.
It does. I mean, the surface does,
right?
But it's always kind of that gray black, in the center kind of thing.
I'm intrigued now because I would like mine to be a gray instead of a black if you could do it.
Well, I'm not sure. I've seen green, I've seen red asphalt.
Yeah.
But I don't know that you can really go all kinds of colors like you can concrete. You can stamp and color concrete quite a bit different colors, but I don't know about asphalt. How and that might be very expensive.
And then how do you patch it? Because most of the products out there are black.
Yeah,
that you're patching
really
with.
the dry patches or a cold patch is all going to be black.
Well, I'm expecting a huge raise from WTMJ, so I'm going to go concrete when I replace my driveway.
Right. I'm being told by somebody there is a paint that you can paint asphalt.
Really?
Somebody texted me, Jim Jim Riedel actually texted
from
me
last
that,
week.
yeah.
He filled in for you. He
Yeah,
did a good job
so-
last week.
Yeah.
Thanks, Jim.
Yeah.
Thanks for listening. Thanks
Sure.
for filling in when you can. All right, let's go to another one. Good morning. For grading around the house, would the best type of business be a professional landscaper or basement repair service, or would either work? Would that type of business also help shore up a garden shed? What? I don't.
Well, it's garden shed usually garden sheds are just set right on the ground.
Oh,
You know,
gotcha.
they're not on a foundation or footing or anything. They're
Gotcha.
just set right on the ground. So I would say generally grading around a house is going to be a landscaping company. If you need a contractor to come and work, most landscaping or grading improvement that I see around houses, and I say most, but not always, could really be done in a weekend. You and a couple friends, or just
Order
have
some dirt.
have some dirt delivered, get some wheelbarrows if you don't have that, and you got to generally rake your mulch back. Most people have mulch around their house, rocks or mulch or something. Put a tarp down, rake it off the garden area, that landscape area, onto your tarp, so you're not raking it all into the grass.
Mm-hmm.
Onto the tarp, get the dirt in there, and you want to use a brown dirt, black topsoil kind of washes away, it settles quickly. You don't want all clay, but you want something that compacts a little bit, and get that up and just get a positive slope away from your house. I see a lot of times where the window wells are exposed a couple inches, fill it up right up to the window wells. It'll sink a little bit. And then once you get that dirt, once the dirt is sloped away, then you can put your mulch back. And by the way, you don't need 6 inches of mulch around your house. I see
You shouldn't have
6
6
and more sometimes. People, landscapers, they just put more mulch on it. Everybody wants fresh looking mulch every year, but nobody ever takes the mulch away. So you don't need that much mulch. You need a couple inches of mulch. And like I said, most people can do it in a weekend or a couple weekends. But sometimes if it's literally flat around your house, or maybe it's up too high on your siding already, where you can't put any mulch, more dirt in. Now you have to try to address drainage issues dealing with flat, and you may need to do some underground drainage, some French drains or something like that. So in some cases, you're going to need a landscape contractor. Trees on the Move, been on the show,
Sure.
is on show regularly, and they do all kinds of landscaping work, grading, irrigation systems, underground drainage systems. So they're great. You think Trees on the Move, and if you haven't heard them on the show, Gary talks about they do so much stuff now.
Yeah.
Full service landscape contractor.
Beautiful stuff too.
Yeah, go on out to their place down on Calhoun, and you can go there, not only see all the stuff they sell, the trees and everything, but also their services. You can talk to somebody there.
I had to have my backyard professionally graded because we were getting water in the basement, and we were the lowest. We were the flat. It was flat. Water was coming to the house. Kind of got it around the house, and now it's good. We're not getting that water in there anymore.
Yeah. Somebody just texted, where do you get brown dirt? It's hard to find. Generally, a landscape, a material provider. Out by me, Oconomowoc, there's Oconomowoc Landscape Supply. It's some place like that where you go and where they're selling
a lot
mulch,
of times the places that sell mulch.
and things, and the rocks and things like that. So there are places around that do sell it, and so that's the best place to look.
Good questions. Keep them coming in. 855-616-1620 is the Siding Unlimited WTMJ talk and text line. It is a Fix-It show on WTMJ.
It's here, the largest vacation sale in the nation. Fox World Travel's exclusive July sale is back. Score unbeatable deals at all-inclusive resorts with Apple Vacations to Mexico and the Caribbean with non-stop flights. Visit foxworldtravel.com or call 866-GO-FOX-GO and mention you heard it on WTMJ. Book now and secure your spot with just a deposit. The sale ends July 25th. Don't miss out.
The Fix It Show live stream and podcast are brought to you by J&J Contractors. From roofing to windows, kitchens, bathrooms, and more, J&J Contractors proudly provide a full catalog of exceptional exterior and interior home improvement services, all under one roof. Visit jjcontractorsllc.com or call 414-423-9200 for your free consultation today. J&J Contractors, welcome home.
Are you or a loved one facing addiction? The Wisconsin Addiction Recovery Helpline offers free and confidential support 24/7. Powered by 211 Wisconsin, local trained specialists can help connect you with local service providers for treatment, peer support, harm reduction tools, and more. Call 211, text your zip code to 898-211 or chat at 211wisconsin.org. Help is waiting. Sponsored by United Way of Wisconsin.
It's WTMJ's Debbie Lazaga for Comfort Awnings. This summer, I'm getting relief from the hot sun whenever I need it with my motorized retractable awning from Comfort Awnings. Sensors are also available that detect strong wind and rain to extend or retract your awning. They even protect against UV radiation so you can safely enjoy the outdoors all summer long. Family owned and located in Burlington, Comfort Awnings expertly installs custom awnings that fit your home and style. Right now, you can receive $250 off all awnings and screens. Call 414-AWNINGS or visit comfortawnings.com.
Remember mixtapes?
Mixtape? Can you buy that at the hardware store?
It's not that kind of tape.
To make a mixtape, you would dub all your favorite songs onto one cassette.
Oh, I was more of an 8-track guy myself.
You know, the new Marshfield 7000 Sulfat Penny Mustard reminds me of the world's greatest mixtape.
We have taken the latest and greatest components of every Penny Mustard configurable sofa and mixed them all together into one.
The Marshfield 7000 is the ultimate sofa.
It's absolutely stunning.
And the comfort level is off the charts.
I definitely see this sofa going all the way to #1.
It's kind of like a greatest hits album, except you can sit on it.
The Marshfield 7000 Sofa, made in Wisconsin with a solid wood frame and hundreds of fabric and leather options, starting at just $21.26 at Penny Mustard.
Showrooms in Milwaukee and Chicago.
PennyMustard.com.
Better versions of what people want.
Penny Mustard Furnishing.
Need advice? Call 855-616-1620. Our expert home inspector is here to help. It's the Fix-It Show on WTMJ.
This will get you going on a Saturday morning. Who is this?
This is my friend Jimmy Montague.
I like it. I like it. All right, thank you for joining us. Dayton, Kane, and David Nason here with you this morning, 855-616-1620. If you have questions, we'd love to hear from you. Somebody says, can you buy brown dirt in a bag like topsoil? And I just Googled it, and I could not see anything. I saw potting soil and topsoil, but no brown dirt.
So I did a search, sifted brown dirt supply near me. We got Premier Landscape Product. I mean, these are all places I've never.
Right. Yeah.
Never.
We're not endorsing. We're just saying they say they sell it.
Did a quick search. Premier Landscape, and these are in Milwaukee. So if you're in the Milwaukee area, Premier Landscape Products in West Milwaukee, Blue Moles Garden and Landscape Center down on the south side, Greenfield. They're a big landscape supply center. That would be a good one to check out. Scarda Landscape Supply.
You know what I was able to do with my yard is I was able to take some of the spots that were low, and fill it with where I had spots that were high.
Yeah.
So I had to take some out of some areas and just moved them to other areas to regrade the way I needed to do it.
And what I was saying, sometimes if you rake your mulch back off, the dirt that's out at the edge, like 4 feet away from your house, if you just kind of rake that back up towards your house, so if it's kind of settled away from your house, just slope it or get it back towards the house, and that might be good enough.
And I had an area, I think I already mentioned this, between my sidewalk that they poured in the backyard to the patio and the garage, there was a good 8 to 9 inches of mulch and soil above my siding line that I dug down. And what that was causing is when it would rain, we would get our garage would flood because the water was just going right over the top of the garage sill and coming into the garage. And once I dug that down, it kept that from happening. So, yeah, definitely want to look at all the parts of your yard and what they did with it. And over the years, it all changes, right? Because things are
right.
So
I was just looking. Tom Feza wrote an article. Interestingly enough, it's called "Keep Your Basement Dry." And it talks about basements and stuff, but it also talks about grading and drainage because that is the number one cause of basement problems, and that's why we talk about it so much, gradings, gutters, and downspouts. You can find it on my website under the contents tab, bestinspectionsllc.com. So there's a lot of good information there, but it says basically what we're saying is rake your mulch back, get some dirt up along the house. We're really concerned about the 4 to 6 feet around your house.
Sure.
Once the water gets that far away, it should soak into the ground.
Yep.
So same thing with downspout extensions. that they should be extended out that far.
Happened again yesterday. So, rain's coming this week. They got more rain in the forecast. We've had a lot of rain this year, actually. Yeah. But walked around my house, and we had a bunch of kids running around our yard yesterday, and sure enough, downspouts are off. And so walk around your house a couple times a week.
Yeah.
Just take a stroll. What else are you doing? I luckily, when I mow my lawn, and it's been every week at least this year, because the grass is just growing like crazy because of all the rain we've been having. I'm fortunate enough that I hit every part of my house and can see every side of my house, every corner. Like, there's not a side I don't go around. Some people have that side of their house where they never go.
You live in a tight urban area in the Milwaukee, Toast area where, you got 1.5 feet or 2 feet all inside your house.
Yeah, at least every couple of weeks, walk around your house and just see everything's attached still.
See what your neighbor's doing on that side of your house.
Right,
you don't ever go there, especially in the winter. Because if their driveway's right there, that's where the snow is going up. And you can't stop that, but ask them to not shoot the snow at your house or pile it right up against your house. But
when I lived in Shorewood, that was hard. You had to direct it. I almost had to double snow blow because I had to throw it onto my driveway and then throw it out again once I was past the house.
You're being a good neighbor, definitely. There.
Yeah. Good stuff. Keep the calls and texts coming. We have one more segment before we're joined by Eric Brown from Siding Unlimited. 855-616-1620. The Fix-It Show is on WTMJ.
What's on Tap with Sandy Max, keeping you updated on culture and creativity.
Photographer Eric Halverson.
Whatever moment I can see. It sounds a little cheesy, but being able to see the moment in any given space really helps a lot. I've been in Milwaukee all my life, so it means a lot to me to be able to show my viewpoint of how I see Milwaukee.
That's one of the things that I think is special about artists of all kinds is artists tend to see things in a different way.
What's on Tap with Sandy Max, weeknights at 6 on WTMJ.
Your home can be more maintenance-free when you rely on J&B.
This is Tom Feza. When I have a roofing question, I contact Scott Klein, owner of J&B Construction, provider of high-quality exterior home improvement products and services since 1958.
Thanks, Tom. Between the two of us, we've seen hundreds of failed roofs, along with the unfortunate consequences of water damage. Poor workmanship, improper product usage, lack of ventilation, inferior flashing detail, and loss of control due to subcontractors are some of the most common reasons for roofs failing. At J&B, our objective is not just to sell another roof. We want to educate our clients. When J&B's experienced sales staff achieves that goal, our roof systems sell themselves.
For a complimentary roof evaluation, call Scott at 262-437-0537 or visit jnbconstruction.com.
Your home can be more maintenance-free when you rely on J&B.
I'm WTMJ's Sandy Max. What makes senior living at Three Pillars so special? Let's hear from my friend Marilyn.
I've been volunteering for over 30 years, so I got to know the community and loved it. We have a theater, community room, and we have bocce outside. They have gardens all over the campus that the residents tend to. Quilting groups, sewing groups, knitting groups, just lots and lots of amenities. Never a boring day.
Schedule a tour today at threepillars.org.
It's Christmas in July at St. Vincent de Paul thrift stores. Get sale discounts store-wide all month long. What a great time to shop for all of your Christmas needs. Get your holiday decor and so much more, along with all the great bargains we always have for you. It's Christmas in July at St. Vincent de Paul thrift stores on Highway 100 in Layton and Greenfield, 23rd in Lincoln, and 76th and Bradley Road in Milwaukee.
Ooh, you're gonna love it, St. Vincent de Paul.
Hi, this is Jeff Levering with the Brewers Radio Network. Ridgetop Exteriors, Wisconsin's trusted name in home improvement, does more than just top-quality roofing. They're your go-to for maintenance-free siding and energy-efficient windows, too. Ridgetop has expert credentials with leading manufacturers like Pella, James Hardie, and LP Smart Siding. For over 20 years, they delivered exceptional craftsmanship and service. Call Ridgetop Exteriors today or visit ridgetopexteriors.com. Ridgetop Exteriors, where customer service always comes first.
Ridgetop Exteriors.
What's your name? Leonard Skinnard. Live in concert. Saturday, August 9th at the Bank 5-9 main stage at the Wisconsin State Fair with special guest Tiger Lily Gold, celebrating 50 years of Leonard Skinnard. On sale now at wistatefair.com. Wisconsin State Fair, presented by U.S. Cellular.
WTMJ, W277CV, and WKTI HD2 Milwaukee from the Annex Wealth Management Studios. This is News Radio WTMJ, a Good Karma brand station. We can't help fix your relationship, but we can help with that leak. It's the Fix It Show on WTMJ.
Fix the Show sponsored each week by Siding Unlimited and J&B Construction. Dayton, Kane, and David Nason hanging out with you this morning. Thanks for hanging out with us. We appreciate that. 20 days until the Packers' first preseason game against the Jets at Lambeau. Football's almost here. I'm excited.
How long until the Packers-Steelers game?
Oh, I don't know. And I'll have to look that up.
It's
That'll
a Sunday
be a good
night
one.
in October.
That'll be a good one.
Yeah.
We'll see how Aaron Rodgers does. We did trivia the other night, and that was one of the questions. What quarterback in January passed 500 passes for his career? And we missed it. We guessed Stafford. It was Rodgers.
Yeah.
We guessed Stafford. We thought Rodgers was too, well, that's too obvious. We can't guess Aaron Rodgers. We missed that one. So anyway.
Occam's razor.
What?
Occam's razor. It's a theorem that the most likely answer or solution to the problem is almost always the correct one.
Well, that was it that time. It would have been.
So remember that. Occam's razor. OCCAM. RAZOR. Occam's razor.
See, you learn all kinds of stuff on this show.
Yes.
Good thing you're listening. We got have another.
Because I use that in my inspections, believe it or not.
All right.
If somebody's asked, well, what do you think about this? Well, it's the most obvious thing usually. Well, where's the water coming from? Well, is there plumbing above it? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Or is there no plumbing? Oh, it's probably the roof. Is there a chimney right there? The chimney leaked.
Yeah.
Something. Yeah. It's not rocket scientists usually or science. I'm not a rocket scientist, but yes.
Or
Let's
brain
go on
surgeon.
to the text.
All right. Text says, the caulk between my wall and floor of my shower is cracking. Is that something urgent I should fix right away?
Yes.
Okay. That answers that question.
Right.
Well, so that's where water's coming down, right? It hits
Right.
the wall. It
Yes.
comes down. If there's a crack in your caulk, that's where the water's going.
So we'll probably talk maybe a little bit more this next hour, but with the outside of your home, where in a bathroom, in a kitchen, where there's water, you really, when you're doing something, you just got to think, well, where can water go?
Right.
If water can get behind the tile, if water can get behind the tub or the shower base, if water can get behind X, whatever, it shouldn't go there.
Right.
It's
Because
going
now
to
it's getting
cause
trapped
damage.
in your wall.
It's going to cause damage.
Yeah.
So yes, so I could get on my soapbox about exteriors and thinking about, installers need to think about where water goes, and because it's not, well, we won't go there. But yes, scrape out the old caulk. So you want to get rid of the old caulk,
Right.
because just going over the old caulk with new caulk it's going to fail pretty quickly.
How do you tell what caulk you're scraping off, though? Because you can't put silicone over silicone, right?
Right.
So how do I know if it's silicone? How do you tell?
Silicone's kind of, if you get a little piece, it's really flexible, rubbery kind of
Okay.
everything. So you should scrape that out, but then you should also get it really clean. So use something with an alcohol-based xylene or Goof Off.
Okay.
Something, get it really clean. And then if you want your new caulk to look really good, like a professional did it, you get out some blue painter's tape and you put some painter's tape on the wall about maybe 3/8, quarter inch to 3/8 inch above the horizontal surface. And then you put tape on the floor or on the tub or something. So now you have what looks like a corner that's got blue tape, and you lay your caulk in there. You give it a little bit, rub your wet finger, or if you take a sponge, or they make tools on it, smooth it out and everything, and then let that sit for about a minute. Let the caulk get a little skin on it. Pull your painter's tape away, and your caulk looks perfect straight. And you can be a little sloppy then with you get your painter's tape there and everything. So that's
because caulking is an art. It's not easy for everyone to do.
And using the tape can make a big difference.
Okay. One more question before we get to the next hour. Well, we could probably save that one till the next hour.
Yeah.
We got a couple for Eric that we can get to. Eric is coming in next from Siding Unlimited, so we'll talk to him about some of the text that just came in. So if that was you that put it in, make sure you listen next hour. If you have questions for anything on the exterior of the house, that's what we'll be talking about next hour. 855-616-1620 is the Siding Unlimited WTMJ talk and text line. We have about 30 seconds, David. Tell people what you do and how they get in touch with you.
I do inspections. basically anything relating to your home. Home inspections, whether you're buying, selling, you've been in your house 30 years. I do, home inspections, condos, all types of inspections like that. Stone veneer, EIFS inspections. I'm doing one of each of those this coming week. An EIFS inspection, a stone veneer inspection. I'm doing a lot of legal work too, almost too much. Should say that.
That's what happens when you become an expert. Everybody wants your opinion.
But yeah, so if you're having an issue with your house, I can generally look at it. I'm not a roof expert. I know a lot about roofs, but the problem is sometimes roofing, if there's something involved, you need to have a certification. I'm not certified to inspect a roof, so sometimes I recommend somebody else for that. So.
All right. BestInspectionsLLC.com is the website if you want to reach out to David. BestInspectionsLLC.com. All right. That does it for hour number 1. Thanks for all the calls and texts that came in. It is the Fix It Show on WTMJ.
This has been the Fix It Show on WTMJ, presented by J&B Construction and Siding Unlimited. Advice and opinions expressed during the program are solely that of the hosts or guests, and not WTMJ Radio or Good Karma Brands Milwaukee, LLC.
Imagine waking up to the updated kitchen or bathroom of your dreams. J&J Contractors is your preferred partner in all your home renovation needs. They can transform your kitchen with beautiful new floors, custom cabinetry, and more. Dreaming of a spa-like oasis with custom tile work and fixtures? J&J Contractors will design a bathroom that leaves you feeling relaxed and rejuvenated. For your free consultation, just search online, J&J Contractors, or call 414-423-9200. J&J Contractors. Welcome home.
Get ready for Germanfest, carnival style. Sink your teeth into Spanferkel, cheer on the tiny racers at the Dachshund Derby, and dance the night away with Vox Club, Juhe aus Tirol, and top bands from around the country. Don't miss the colorful parade, and on Saturday night, wear your best costume for the Masquerade Ball at the Miller Stage. Eat, drink, schunkel, and make it your tradition at Germanfest. For more information and online tickets, visit germanfest.com.
Hi, this is Rejuvenex founder Richard Salinas. And I'm a consumer just like you. And my ears perk up for pain relief messages just like you. But some of these ads...
Since I started taking this natural supplement, within weeks, my pain is completely gone.
I mean, come on. Give me a break. The truth is, there are imbalances in your body causing your pain. And there's physical therapy, which we are highly skilled at, that can improve imbalances. And there are alternative pain solutions. But not all of them are proven, safe, effective, or affordable. At Rejuvenex, the effectiveness of Toradol joined with hyaluronic acid has been proven. Our treatments are affordable, FDA approved, safe, and they're powerful medicines. They calm inflammation and cushion joints, and they can make your pain go away.
Alleviate your pain, rejuvenate your life.
Go to rejuvenex.com to request your free pain evaluation.
Yates brings home the pitch. And a ground ball through the left side, into left field for a base hit. Frelick trots home. It is Brooms for the Brewers.
It's the Brewers and the Dodgers in Los Angeles. Our Brewers Radio Network game day coverage starts tonight at 7:35 on the home of the Brewers. News Radio 620, WTMJ, Milwaukee.
At 8 o'clock, it is currently 70 degrees in Milwaukee. Today will be partly cloudy at times with a chance of scattered showers and thunderstorms with a high of 81 degrees. Tonight will be mostly cloudy with a few isolated showers or thunderstorms, still possible with a low of 64 degrees. And Sunday will become mostly sunny with a high of 75 degrees. From the WTMJ Breaking News Center, I'm Sean Brinda. One person is dead and one person is in the hospital after a shooting took place near Milwaukee School of Engineering's campus early Saturday morning. The shooting took place just after 2 a.m. near the corners of Juneau Avenue and North Broadway. Milwaukee police are investigating the circumstances that led up to the shooting at this time. Multiple suspects have been arrested in relation to the shooting. And dozens of people are hurt after a driver apparently lost control of a car early this morning in Los Angeles and slammed into a crowd of people. ABC's Melissa Adon is on the scene.
Groups of people that were apparently outside here of this music venue, the Vermont here in East Hollywood, when suddenly a car slammed into the crowd. There was a crowd because there was about several dozens of people outside of that live music event, a taco stand, a valet stand, but suddenly that driver, for some reason that LAPD is now investigating, crashed into the group of people. About 30 people, we were told, are injured.
Authorities say now up to 5 people are in critical condition. And a former Wauwatosa police officer who was involved in 3 fatal shootings is ending his career in law enforcement. From 2016 to 2020, Joseph Mensah killed 3 people in officer-involved shootings. He was never charged in any of the shooting deaths. Mensah resigned from the Wauwatosa Police Department in 2020 and was hired at the Waukesha County Sheriff's Department. On Thursday, Mensah submitted his resignation letter to the Waukesha County Sheriff's Department, citing personal and professional reasons. His final day with the Sheriff's Department will be July 31st. And the man accused of ambushing and killing a Milwaukee police officer has pleaded not guilty. 22-year-old Tremaine Jones faces 3 felony charges in the death of Officer Kendall Corder, including first-degree intentional homicide. Officer Christopher McRae survived and is still recovering. Milwaukee County District Attorney Kent Lovern tells WTMJ,
I think these incidents are just settling to everyone in the community, and I think we all know that the majority of people in every neighborhood and every municipality want to have a strong, close working relationship with law enforcement. They want safe streets. They all want the same things, and it's a small portion of people doing very dangerous things that disrupts that.
Jones is due back in court August 8th. Sports, traffic, weather next. Outdoor Living Unlimited. WTMJ News Time is 8:04.
Imagine that unbelievable new deck in your backyard. Outdoor Living Unlimited is Wisconsin's #1 TimberTech deck builder. Building new decks and replacing old ones, creating that $1 million feeling every time you relax in your own backyard. Looking for a company to make your backyard scream wow? Stop by Outdoor Living Unlimited's resourceful Waukesha showroom and visit OutdoorLivingUnlimited.com.
Wisconsin's Afternoon News is here for you, bringing you the latest headlines with John McCure.
So Donald Trump, as you can imagine, let this get under his skin. He's not happy that she's flapping her jaws, and so he responded.
And diving into the details with Julia Fellow.
So it opens up the discussion of how vulnerable naturalized citizens, or any citizen, if they're speaking out against someone.
Tune in to Wisconsin's Afternoon News, where your day's story unfolds. Weekdays from 3 to 6 p.m. Only here on WTMJ.
Visit family-owned Ken Michaels Furniture and our in-store design centers where you'll still find beautiful, luxurious, heirloom-quality American-made furniture. Right now, save 30 to 35% store-wide and take advantage of our complimentary design services. Whether you're moving, renovating, or updating, our designers will help your vision become a reality. Visit Ken Michaels Furniture in Brookfield on Capitol Drive and in Greenfield on Highway 100 to save 30 to 35% store-wide today. Sleep better and save more with mattresses from Milwaukee Mattress and Ken Michaels Furniture. Handcrafted in our Milwaukee factory, our mattresses utilize natural materials like cotton cushioning, which dissipates body heat, Joma wool quilts for warm wintry nights and cool summer evenings, and natural latex providing superior conformability and pressure relief for aching joints. Stop in today at any Ken Michaels Furniture store and save up to 50% compared to national brands.
Time for WTMJ Sports Update from the Gruber Law Office's One Call, That's All Sports Desk. The Brewers beat the LA Dodgers from Los Angeles last night, winning 2-0. The Brewer Crew plan to play again later tonight with first pitch at 8:30 p.m. Our coverage begins at 7 tonight with Brewers warm-up right here on WTMJ. Take a look at your roads with your WTMJ time saver traffic. We got a couple of incidents on the road right now. One incident is at I-43 South, 1.8 miles beyond the ramp from Racine Avenue. The right shoulder is blocked due to a disabled vehicle. Then over on I-43 north of the ramp from Wisconsin 164, the right shoulder is blocked due to a disabled vehicle. Then on I-94 west, 1.1 miles beyond the ramp from Blue Mound Road, the right shoulder is closed due to an incident. Further down I-94 east, 2.1 miles beyond the ramp from Barker Road, the right shoulder is blocked to yet another disabled vehicle. Other than that, roads are looking pretty clear across southeast Wisconsin.
Traffic is sponsored by the Amazing Mineshaft Restaurant in downtown Hartford.
Enjoy the new all-you-can-eat Saturday breakfast buffet from 8 a.m. till noon for under $10 at the Mineshaft Restaurant in downtown Hartford. Just walk on in. It's big food. It's big fun. It's the Mineshaft.
All right, time for your WTMJ 5-day forecast. Today's going to be partly cloudy at times with a chance of scattered showers and thunderstorms with a high of 81 degrees. Tonight will be mostly cloudy with a few isolated showers or thunderstorms still possible with a low of 64 degrees. Sunday will become mostly sunny with a high of 75 degrees. Sunday night will be mostly clear with a low of 62 degrees. Monday will be partly cloudy with a high of 78 degrees. And Tuesday will be partly cloudy with a high of 82 degrees. Right now in Madison, it is currently 72 degrees. In Green Bay, it's 68 degrees. In Waukesha, it's 69 degrees. And right here in Milwaukee, it's currently 71 degrees. I'm Sean Brinda. Outdoor Living Unlimited. WTMJ News Time is 8:08.
This is The Fix-It Show on WTMJ. Advice and opinions expressed during the program are solely that of the hosts or guests and not WTMJ Radio or Good Karma Brands Milwaukee, LLC. When it comes to home repairs, we could all use a guy. Well, we've got the guy. And we've got the show. For all your home improvement questions, we've got answers. This is The Fix-It Show on WTMJ, presented by J&B Construction and Siding Unlimited. Now, here's your host, Dayton, Kane, and David Nason.
Welcome to hour number 2. If you missed the first hour, you can always find the Fix It Show podcast on Spotify, Apple, or wherever you get your podcasts. As we said, Eric Brown from Siding Unlimited joining us. Good morning.
Good morning.
Eric. I have been with him for years now, working at Siding Unlimited, and this is the most casual I have ever seen you. You are usually like dressed really nice. There's no logo on your shirt.
I'm not usually dressed nice. It's just a polo versus a t-shirt.
No,
but it's just a t-shirt
just a straight t-shirt is catching me off
clean.
guard. Oh yeah, you look fine. It's just casual for you.
I think Aaron and I went years and years of everywhere we went, we wore caulk. Like, that's what we wore every day.
Right.
We put jeans on it, had caulk on it.
A little caulk is good. A lot of caulk is better.
Our good jeans, like our good pants, within weeks would have like
right.
caulk.
Because you're like, I'm going to just touch this up quick. I don't need to change, and then you're like, oh.
Well, because I mean,
and when you're used to just wiping your hands on your jeans as you're working anyway, then you still had your good jeans on. You're like, oh,
always.
Oh, I had the good jeans on today.
Caulk on my pants.
Always.
Yeah. I feel really bad. My daughter bought me a Wisconsin Lutheran sweatshirt because that's where she went to college, and I had some great stuff I was going to seal up.
Oh yeah.
And I'm like,
that doesn't come out of anything.
And right away it was on me. I'm like, oh no!
You don't have a chance with that. So
No.
the stuff that's the stuff that you used to buy like at the big box stores was always the like crazy expanding stuff.
Yeah,
right?
exactly.
Because now they have low expansive.
That's
stuff.
what it was though, and so I'm like, ah.
Yeah.
It's like the blob. It just keeps coming at you.
It's almost like you could squirt out like a half-inch or a quarter-inch bead, and it blows up into a softball size.
Yeah, it's crazy.
And it seems to find you.
But nobody only wants to do a little bit like that. They want to squirt
right.
Well, you're trying to fill the hole. So you're squirting till you think it's full, but then it just kept going.
Yep.
Anyway,
So
welcome to the show.
Yeah,
that was
good
a very
to be here.
interesting start. Very interesting start. You have some shout outs you want to give out.
Yeah, so I mean, I know I get on this show, and the first thing we always talk about is windows and siding and roofing and all of that stuff. But every once in a while, I let it known like that I volunteer coach or that I coach baseball, and I enjoy baseball, and sometimes we talk about that a little bit, but. I do want the Major League Baseball draft just happened recently, and there are some boys from Wisconsin that got drafted, and a couple of them local, and some of these boys I either coached or I coached against because they're right around the age of my son Ethan.
Okay,
and so it's really cool to see these names come off the board this last week and go to some of these. I mean, any major league team is a big name.
Right.
Yeah.
One of them that stands out was a kid that I always coached against. And that was Gavin Keelan. He's from Milton, Wisconsin. He won a state championship with Milton.
Okay.
And always coached against. He was with the Milton Mad Dogs when he was little, and then the Thundercats out in Johnson Creek and all that. Another one was this Mitchell Voigt. He's from Whitefish Bay. That kid, he's funny because my assistant coach and I, who he and I coached for a long time, and I'll get to him in a minute. we saw Voigt, this Mitchell Voigt from Whitefish Bay. We saw him when he was 13 years old, and we're like, this kid's a dude. Like, this kid's going to be good. And I actually told my assistant coach, whose son is the same class, 2022 class, high school graduation class, 2022. And I looked at Chris, my assistant coach, and I said, I think this kid's going to be player of the year in the state of Wisconsin when he's a senior. And lo and behold, Mitchell Voigt went on to Michigan, got drafted by the Mets.
Nice.
First round. Really nice player. Chris, who was my bench coach, assistant coach, my right-hand man from when his son was 7 years old all the way into high school. Chris Fox is the dad, the coach. That's who I always talk to, bounce stuff away. I'll be surprised if he doesn't text soon. But his son, Rory, he's one that when you see these kids young and you see a kid that, for whatever, like, he can throw hard or he can run fast, and they're 7 years old, and look at it like, well, they're 7 years old. They all can. No, when you see the kid that can do it a little bit better than the other ones, they're going to be good if they get on the right path.
Right.
And that was Gavin, that was Mitchell, and then Rory was special. He was a special talent. We put our team together when these boys were 7 years old. We went on and we coached these kids up, and it was a lot of fun, and we went on different travel tournaments and stuff. We went out to Omaha during the College World Series. They do a youth tournament. We won that tournament. Went down to the Cal Ripken Experience. We won that tournament.
Nice.
We did all. It was a lot of fun. Rory got drafted. He went to Notre Dame. He was their pitcher down there. And then Rory went to CMH High School, Catholic Memorial, and he got drafted this last week. He was sixth round by the New York Yankees.
Nice.
So it's just cool. Then there's another one. The Mets drafted the kid from Arrowhead, Peter Cuso, right out of high school. He's pretty good friends with my younger son. They played ball together. It's just cool to see these names. They're local names. They're from the area. Just wanted to give a shout out to some of them. I think there was 11 Wisconsin boys that got drafted. I'm missing a few, but those are the ones that I know. Will Veerling, he's a Homestead kid. He got drafted. I think by the Phillies, so just kids that either we coached against or
played against,
or I coached them.
Yeah, nice.
But somewhere along the line, Ethan, my son, became friends with some of these guys, and it's just cool to see their names go. So.
Well, congrats to all of them, and we have Eric all hour. 855-616-1620 is the Siding Unlimited WTMJ talk and text line. Not only running Siding Unlimited and Outdoor Living Unlimited, but living in the community and coaching kids up to the major leagues. I like it. That's
cool.
Pretty cool.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool. All right, we're going to take a break. It is a Fix It Show on WTMJ.
The All-Star break may be a nice reset for some, but we're picking up right where we left off.
Line drive. Ball game over. Caleb Durbin does it again. 6-5 the final, and the winning streak is up to 6 for the Brewers.
It's the Brewers and the Dodgers in Los Angeles. Our Brewers game day coverage starts tonight at 7 o'clock with Brewers warm-up. We are the home of the Brewers. WTMJ.
James Imaging Systems, your local business technology partner. When Tri-City National Bank decided to optimize their print output strategy, they needed a resource with the expertise to recommend a solution. CIO Robert Prang.
And James helped us with that analysis of what our print consumption was and what we were doing.
The outcome of the James Imaging Systems Managed Print Services recommendation?
We ended up reducing down to about 97 total printers and copiers from 197.
The impact on your print output?
We eliminated over 500,000 pages a month of output that we figured out we really didn't need.
Month after month, that adds up to savings and value.
Oh, tons of value. Those numbers add up even when it's only a penny or so per page.
Managed Print Services from James Imaging Systems. AI-driven workflow automation, security enhancements, and digital transformation. To learn more, visit jamesimaging.com.
We've saved our clients over $19 million in real estate commission. I say this because that's a pretty big number. But at Century 21 Benefit Realty, it's really not about being a top volume agency. Over here, it's more about you. And at 1.9% commission and no more than $19,000 commission, for the listing side of your sale, no matter what size property you're selling, you will save substantially. This is Angela Calais with Century 21 Benefit Realty, benefit-realty.com, where you pay less for full service. Each office is independently owned and operated. First off, our 1.9% commission structure helps get their foot in the door, and that's why agents like working here. But what they really like is having the strongest marketing tools available, with the resources to help them sell homes at the highest prices to satisfy their clients. Century 21 Benefit Realty offers what agents like most, and that's to help them be successful. If you really want to believe in the business model that you're representing, give me a call. I'm Angela Calais with Century 21 Benefit Realty. Call me, and let's talk about your future. Each office is independently owned and operated.
The pulse of the Milwaukee Bucks, straight from a Bucks legend.
Can't get it off. Marcus Johnson will, though. You can't leave him alone for a 12.
Tap into Here District with Marcus Johnson on Bucks Plus. Marcus and his son Chris offer a weekly beat on Bucks basketball. Get your questions answered and hear from the biggest names in basketball. Find Here District with Marcus Johnson at bucks.com/plus on the Bucks app or wherever you get your podcasts.
I'm Libby Collins. This week on WTMJ Conversations, we talk with Maestro Alexander Platt from the Wisconsin Philharmonic. He shares some of the stories of the celebrities he's met along the way.
I sat next to Princess Margaret at a dinner party. She asked me, "Do you sometimes experience telepathy? Do you know what the other is thinking?" No, I don't experience that at all. To which she said, "Well, that's very interesting because my sister and I have that all the time."
WTMJ Conversations, Sunday mornings at 11 on WTMJ. David Nason and Dayton Kane. It's the Fix It Show on WTMJ.
If there's more to life than picking fights with the TV.
You like this song when Erickson? I do. It's more to life than baseball?
Yeah.
Speaking of that, Brewers took Game 1 against the Dodgers yesterday. Game 2 is in L.A. tonight. 6:10 pitch. You can catch the game here.
They got the Dodgers number. Might see him in the postseason, huh?
I hope so. We're only a game out of first place against the Cubs, so we're good.
The problem is the Dodgers see that, and then they'll trade their best prospects in the minors for the best.
They'll load up. Yeah. Well, maybe the Brewers should load up. Come on, spend some money.
I would love it.
So in our meeting yesterday, Stephanie came in and announced a new feature on the website at sidingunlimited.com.
Yeah, so go on to sidingunlimited.com, scroll down a little bit, and you'll find a
3D design and visualization tool is what it says.
Yes, and all you have to do is when you go into it, it's a pretty simple program. All you have to do is take a picture of the front of your house, upload it onto there, and you can start changing. You can change colors of the siding. You can change the colors of the window. You can change the style of the siding. You can play around with it. There's definitely more elaborate programs out there, but for something as quick and easy, this is actually a pretty good tool for quick and easy and easy access on our website.
And the other thing that's about it, you put your picture in, and there's what is it, Inspire Me button or a Design Instantly button, and it gives you all kinds of options that you can see your house on that you may not have even thought about. It just suddenly your house looks different. It's like, oh, look at that.
Which is probably 90% of the audience. 90% of the people are like, I have some ideas, but I still want others just to compare and see what's out there. It's a pretty cool tool.
I am amazed at how many people just like, I want it to look like it does now, only new.
Yeah.
Oh, you're going to, okay, we can do that for sure. Yeah. We definitely can do that.
Yeah.
But have you thought of any different looks of the house? And this would give you that idea.
Yeah. And actually to speak on yours, I've been in the business. I've offered advice and everything. And then of course, when I get into my own scenario, I don't necessarily take my own advice. But my previous house, I always tell people, you know what, look around and look at the neighbors' colors.
Yeah.
So you don't like necessarily piggyback like your next door neighbor's
looks
color.
exactly like your house.
Yeah. And lo and behold, I finished. I never looked at my neighbors' houses, and I'm like, you know what, we picked a color that's pretty common in this area.
Yeah.
But my next house, we changed the color, and it was different from my neighbors, and it actually looks nice because we've got a blue. We've got a clay, like my house is more of a clay earth tone, and then we've got a yellow. And they all look really nice, and they all are different.
Okay. But this would be a great start if you want to go to sidingunlimited.com. You scroll about halfway down, and you'll see the 3D design and visualization tool. Put your picture of your house in there, and then start playing around, see what it could look like. And then call us. What's the number?
262-567-4513 is to our office.
There you go. Or just fill out the form at sidingunlimited.com and somebody will get back to you. We are going to take a break. Get your calls and texts in. 855-616-1620 is the Siding Unlimited WTMJ talk and text line.
It's the greatest pop rock of the 60s and 70s. The Happy Together Tour 2025 with the Turtles, Jay and the Americans, Little Anthony, Gary Puckett and the Union Gap, the Vogues, and the Cowsills. August 10th at the Bank 59 main stage at Wisconsin State Fair. Get tickets now at wistatefair.com. Wisconsin State Fair presented by U.S. Cellular.
Eric Brown, owner of Siding Unlimited, is on WTMJ's Fix It Show right now, reminding WTMJ listeners to double-check your home. Just a simple homeowner visual inspection can be the proactive step you need to preserve your home and save on bigger repairs. Siding Unlimited is the proven exterior professionals for 31 years, family-owned and locally operated right here in Wisconsin. National and local awards proving Siding Unlimited will deliver peace of mind. If you're proactive with replacing your windows, siding, roofing, and doors, call Siding Unlimited and visit sidingunlimited.com.
The One Big Beautiful Bill spans over 800 pages and introduces provisions and policy shifts that could impact your taxes in retirement. It marks a significant overhaul of the government's role across multiple sectors. As the implications unfold, questions abound. Annex Wealth Management is hosting a webinar to address these concerns. Join us Wednesday, July 23rd at noon for a free webinar. We'll explore the latest updates and open the chat for your questions. It's a valuable learning opportunity for everybody. Register today at annexwealth.com/events.
A buck in today's world doesn't go far unless you're spending it at Griffin. Because for just $1 over cost, you can buy brand new tires from us. Buy one or a whole set. This is Jim Griffin, any major brand. We'll put you in new tires for just $1 over our cost with free tire repair and lifetime rotation. That's right, $1 over cost, and we'll even show you the invoice to prove it. So what's the catch? There's really no catch. You don't have to buy a car or a truck from us. We'd like it if you did, but our only requirement is we put them on for you. Buy one, two, or a set of four. The $1 deal at Griffin. Available at Griffin Chrysler Jeep South, 27th Street and Jefferson. Griffin Ford, Waukesha, and Fort Atkinson. 5 ways to make your dollar go further. Griffin, the buck stops here, but the deals on tires don't. $1 over cost. That's Griffin.
Not combinable with any other tire offers.
Wisconsin's Morning News is here for you every weekday morning starting at 6 a.m. Vince Petrano.
They're happening right now, a procession transporting fallen Milwaukee police officer Kendall Corder to his final resting place at Wisconsin Memorial Park.
Eric Billstad.
Casket's always got an escort. There's always someone there at all times. Pretty unique moment. Kind of gives you chills to think about.
And traffic with Debbie Loziga.
We've got this vehicle fire. It's a semi that was on fire on eastbound 94.
The news you need to know. Wisconsin's Morning News on WTMJ. Get her done. It's the Fix It Show on WTMJ.
Dayton Kane, David Nason, and Eric Brown from Siding Unlimited on the show this hour. I was sitting out on the patio last night with some people, and the jets were flying overhead. I guess it was kind of
Blue
late
Angels.
afternoon.
Oh.
Yeah, it's
Go
the
Navy.
Air and Water Show going on Sunday. Is it tomorrow?
Today, I think.
Today and tomorrow?
Today, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, they're loud when they go over the top of your house and you're sitting in your yard. It was
Yeah.
like, whoa.
And it's amazing.
In fact, one of the kids came running. They were scared. They're like, what is happening?
But they're getting all the way out to your house to turn around and come back.
Yeah.
That's how far out. I mean, they're like,
Yeah. So we did get a text that says, I have a fairly new house, but this space under my patio door, see photo, was never filled in. Is it too big to caulk? It's about 5/8 of an inch.
No, it's not too big to caulk, but it is too big to only caulk. That picture, what I saw there is clean out the old caulk. You can take a utility
might just
knife.
be concrete.
Oh,
in
that was there?
Yeah, rough concrete that was
Yeah.
there. Concrete settling or shrinking a little bit away from the door sill.
That could
That's
be,
what
yeah,
I think.
yeah. Then try to clean that up. If it is old caulk, utility knife. If it is old concrete, then
little cold chisel.
Yeah, you can chisel it out, and then use a backer rod. Use something that's going to fill the space that's not caulking material, and then you can caulk over it. And Dave, you've got a couple.
Yeah, Volcom has a bit of a texture to it. We always talk about Quad OSI or Quad Max. Those are really good caulks. They're probably better for siding.
Yeah.
Siding joints and trims and things like that. Volcom's got a bit of a texture, so it looks a little more concrete. Otherwise, Sika, S-I-K-A, is a brand that for repairing mortar joints, masonry, and that product if you go all the way to the far side in Home Depot where they sell all the roofing materials and their bags of concrete and everything, they have a section on the shelf there, and they have all their Sika brand of caulks and things.
Is that the self-leveling? Yeah.
It's a different product, same manufacturer, Sika, but they have self-leveling concrete. That would be for a joint or a crack in a horizontal.
Sure.
This you wouldn't use self-leveling because it'll all run out of there. So what we're talking about here is below the sill of your patio door and the concrete. So you want something that has a little consistency so it doesn't run out of there. So the Sika brand of products or the Vulcum would work.
And Sika, do they have different colors? Kind of Vulcum, you can find a gray.
Yeah.
I don't know the color names of Vulcum. I used to, we used to tear off cedar a lot of. Vulcum used to be used a lot
on cedar.
Because
of the texture.
Yep, and we used to tear off a lot of siding, and it was never because Vulcum was failing. It was because the siding was cracking and falling apart.
Vulcum comes in colors. The Sika brand of products is generally a concrete or a mortar color, gray or limestone.
Okay, and that's what I'm saying because you can get a grayish tone to match the concrete that's Vulcum with Vulcum too.
Yeah.
All right, this text came and said, hello, would Siding Unlimited replace one very long piece of siding that came off the peak of my house? I still have the piece that blew off during a storm. Talk about what Siding Unlimited does.
Yeah, so everything on the exterior of the house, siding, windows, roofing, and doors, all of that stuff. Decks, our other company, Outdoor Living Unlimited, does the decks and the hardscapes and all of that stuff. When it comes to repairs, it's kind of one of those things where some of these repair handyman, like they'll come out and they'll charge like a ton of money, to replace or repair one piece. And if that's all you need, that's probably the way to go. But if it's something like, all right, this one came off because it might have, if it was fiber cement and it fell off and it cracked or something like that, that might have been a problem with the installation. You might have bigger issues than just one piece. And if that's the case, or if it's aluminum and it's failing, and you already know, all right, we've got a bunch of dents, and we're looking to replace. You're looking to replace the wall of siding, which a lot of times when we get those phone calls for one piece, it becomes, you know what, I don't want to throw good money at a failing system here. And then they look to replace the wall, replace the siding on the house. So if you're looking for replacement, that's us. If you're looking for like a one-piece deal like this, then you're just find a handyman that can come in and take care of that, and that's usually your best bet.
Sure. All right. Good answer. Good question. Keep them coming. The Siding Unlimited WTMJ talk and text line is 855-616-1620. We now go over to Sean Brinda in the WTMJ Breaking News Center. Good morning, Sean.
Morning, Dayton. A rollover crash involving a dump truck injured 2 people near Watertown. Dodge County Sheriff's Office says it happened on Thursday on State Highway 26. The dump truck hit the front end of a car and rolled over, spilling most of the gravel it was hauling. The roadway was shut down for several hours. Both drivers were taken to the hospital but are expected to be okay. And a number of streets will be blocked off today in Madison for the Coldplay concert at Camp Randall Stadium. Portions of North Randall, North Breese, Monroe, and Regent Streets will be closed. Temporary on-street parking restrictions will also be in place. Residents, concertgoers, and motorists are encouraged to plan ahead and to allow for extra travel time. The concert gates open tonight at 5 o'clock. All right, taking a look at your roads with your WTMJ time saver traffic. We got a couple of incidents on the road this morning. We've got a disabled vehicle on the ramp from Elm Road to I-41-94 South. Then south of us on I-41-94 South at the ramp from County Road E, expect lane closures due to debris. Then north of us on I-94 West, 1.1 miles beyond the ramp from Blue Mound Road, the right shoulder is closed due to an incident. Then down on I-43 South, 1.8 miles beyond the ramp from Racine Avenue, the right shoulder is blocked due to a disabled vehicle. Other than that, roads are looking pretty clear across the southeast Wisconsin.
Traffic is sponsored by Richlands Tire and Service Center.
Richlands Tire and Service Centers. 5 locations and all easy to find. Visit richlands.com when you're due for service.
All right, time for your WTMJ 5-day forecast. Today's going to be partly cloudy at times with a chance of scattered showers and thunderstorms with a high of 81 degrees. Tonight will be mostly cloudy with a few isolated showers or thunderstorms still possible with a low of 64 degrees. Sunday will become mostly sunny with a high of 75 degrees. Sunday evening will be mostly clear with a low of 62 degrees. Monday will be partly cloudy with a high of 78 degrees. And Tuesday will be partly cloudy with a high of 82 degrees. Right now in Green Bay, it's currently 69 degrees. In Waukesha, it's currently 71 degrees. And right here in Milwaukee, it's 71 degrees. I'm Sean Brunda, Outdoor Living Unlimited. WTMJ News Time is 8:32.
I'm Matt Dorner, CEO of Milwaukee Downtown Bid 21. Our business leaders value downtown Milwaukee.
We're proud to call downtown Milwaukee our home for over a century. I'm Mary Ellen Stanek, president of Baird Funds. As one of downtown's largest employers, Baird has a deep dedication to the community here. You could say we're invested in downtown's success.
Get down to business at MilwaukeeDowntown.com.
Are you worried about running out of money in retirement? Wondering about how to pay less taxes? Join me, Tony Drake, for the Retirement Ready Show live every Saturday at noon and Sunday at 7 a.m. on WTMJ 620 or 103.3 FM. We'll talk about smart strategies to help you retire with confidence. Don't miss it.
Drake & Associates LLC is an independent investment advisory firm that offers a variety of different investment vehicles. This commercial is provided for informational purposes only and should not be construed as individual investment advice. Drake & Associates LLC does not provide legal or tax advice. Past performance is not indicative of future performance.
You'll find that the licensed and certified electricians from Quality are top-notch. We've been around for over 60 years, so expect nothing but the best. And here's the kicker. With over 60 vehicles out there on the roads, you're not going to have to wait very long at all for the electrical service you need now. This is Anthony Zanevsky. For all your residential electrical needs, call Quality.
Call Quality for the signature service you deserve.
Call Quality. Heating, cooling, plumbing, and electric. At Quality, we offer the most respected brand names in heating and air conditioning. Armstrong and Carrier. It doesn't get any better. And our technicians are top-notch. I know, because I handpicked every one of them. They're vetted and thoroughly trained. Hey, they're the cream of the crop. And that's why our quality workmanship guarantee is the strongest in the business.
Call Quality for the signature service you deserve.
Call Quality. Heating, cooling, plumbing, and electric.
If it needs fixing, we can help. It's the Fix It Show on WTMJ.
It is a Fix It Show, and Coldplay playing in the background. Isaac, that's very timely. I appreciate that.
So I was just saying, when pieces of siding blow off in a storm, I mean, that's a little small to make an insurance claim, but there, right. You said handyman. Yeah. There are insurance restoration contractors that do, work for insurance claims. So if you're going to file a claim, you could call somebody. But if it was a warranty thing, from work you did, of course you're going to go do it.
If you're a previous customer of ours, and we did the work, and you have a call us.
Yeah,
we want to take care of our customers for sure.
Mm-hmm.
But if we had everybody in Milwaukee, southeastern Wisconsin, calling us for every repair, it's just we don't have the manpower for that. So we really stick to our, it's the message. We don't want to tell people something that we don't do and then mislead them.
Mm-hmm.
So if you're not a previous customer of ours, and you're looking for, that's what we would be for replacement of the windows. Now, if there's storm damage, if you have hailstorm with a roof or with siding or with windows, if you have hail damage, that's a different story. Because generally that's going to be a full replacement.
Sure.
Call us. We'll work with you. We'll work with your insurance agent. Recently, though, with some of the, you really have to read what you're buying when it comes to homeowners insurance.
Yeah.
Because recently we've worked with, there was a couple hailstorms that came through this spring, and we're finding that some of the claims coming through covered because they have the right coverage. Some of them are coming through and they're like, it might be, nope, we don't have we don't have it for that claim, or they'll come out and they'll be like, nope, that's not going to have that doesn't look good because something's dented or cracked, but it's not
structural.
It's not structural, and it's not going to cause a problem when it comes to water and rain.
It's cosmetic.
But it looks awful.
Yeah.
And then the other one that I just recently heard is that there's insurance companies that are excluding certain restoration companies that, it's that company. Well, we don't want to work with them. So we've worked with everybody, so when it comes to a hail damage scenario, we've been able to work with or talk through scenarios with everybody to get work done, and do it right.
Okay, I want to do something that's going to make everybody mad. Let's go back to January and February and think of when it was cold, although this past winter wasn't horrible. But typically, a Wisconsin winter is bad. It's cold. You're complaining about your windows. They're icing up. They're letting drafts through. And you're just miserable because you're not comfortable in your own home. It's July.
Yeah.
But
the same thing's happening in reverse.
Yeah, but winter's coming as well.
Yeah. Oh,
and if you don't act soon, we're going to be into winter again, and you're not going to get your windows and your patio doors replaced in time to keep that cold out again. This is the time of year to be thinking about it, right?
Right now, this is exactly the time to be thinking about it. And this isn't to spur up summer work or anything like that. We're busy. That's not a problem for us. We're busy. It's more for the listener.
Yeah.
Because our guys are going to be busy all year. That's fine. It's just a matter of getting on the books, getting in the schedule. And if you call and we're due something now and in August, we do have now we stand a fighting chance to get it in before winter actually happens. What ends up every year on this show is we talk about it a little bit in July, and then we get the calls in November.
Yeah.
Hey, can you replace my windows now because winter's coming, or we have snow in the forecast or whatever. Yeah. And Dayton and I we're throwing ourselves out in front of a bus flying by, talking about snow in July.
Yeah.
But the fact is if you want to get on the books, you got to act now. Now is the time. Now get it. Be proactive, and then we can get we can do windows, doors, all that stuff before winter hits.
I thought you were going along the line. So when you see all that condensation, the ice, and all that stuff, is that it was because the air, there's leaking around the window sash. You're not locking your windows or other things, and you see the evidence. Well, it's still happening this time of the year. You're still losing all that air and everything. You just don't see it as much because temperature difference there's not as much of a temperature difference. It's 90 degrees outside. Maybe you're cooling inside to 70. And you don't really see condensation. But if you're cooling down into the 60s, you're going to get condensation just in the reverse because it's hot outside and cool inside now. So it's still happening. You're still losing that energy efficiency. You don't experience it as much as when you do in the winter.
That reverse condensation, that's what we, in our industry, because we get so many calls when we see condensation inside the house. We call it reverse condensation when you see it outside the house.
Yeah.
It's all condensation. But like this last week when the temperatures overnight got cool, you might go outside and you have dew on the grass. Well, that's condensation.
Right.
You might have it on the siding. Well, that's because your wall is separating the energy inside and the outside so well that the outside surface is cool, like the grass. I have it on my windows because my windows are that good that they perform, that they keep the inside energy away from the outside energy, so that outside surface of the glass is just as cool as the wall or the grass, and I get condensation on the outside of my windows, on the glass when I wake up in the morning. That tells me that my windows are working and actually working really well. And I replaced my windows 5 years ago, so if you want that same experience with that quality of a window, we are the company to call for sure.
And we've been humid lately, so that's happening more. I was standing at second base on the softball diamond on Monday night, 9 o'clock on Monday night, and my glasses were fogging up.
Yeah.
Like, what? It's 9 o'clock on a Monday night. It should not be 90 degrees
do you wear
and
rec
that
specs?
humid. No, I need to find something because I couldn't see. I'm like, I'm going to get hit by a softball right now. All right, we're going to take a break. More of your calls and texts. Get them in, 855-616-1620. That's the Siding Unlimited WTMJ talk and text line. And check us out, sidingunlimited.com. It's the Fix It Show on WTMJ.
Hi, Mitzi. What's the news from Kessler's in Brookfield?
Everything's smooth like butter. We're all just marching to the beat of the big bass drum.
That sounds like fun.
Your email said you wanted to talk about 32 things. What are they?
The 32 things are rare and special engagement rings.
Tell me more.
Each one of these amazing rings is just waiting for someone to choose the center stone.
What about the side stones?
All the side stones are Kessler 81s.
81 windows exploding with light instead of just 57 windows that are modestly glowing like most other diamonds.
We have 16 rings in 18 karat gold and 16 rings in platinum.
All they need is a center diamond?
Yeah, and our prices on natural center diamonds and created center diamonds are incredibly low right now.
Each store has a beautiful assortment of these rings?
Yes, and they're priced from just $900 up to $3,900.
Good job. Keep marching to the beat of that big bass drum, Mitzi.
I'm excited.
For the location of the Kesslers nearest you, visit KesslersDiamonds.com.
Hi, this is Julie Coombs and Cindy Storm Fisher with Storm Fisher Investment Group. Are you a retiring professional worried about the direction of our economy, about making your money last? Come see what we can do for you. Let us show you how we take care of you to help you have a great retirement. We are at 262-796-8400 or stormfisher.com. See you soon.
Securities offered through Osaic Wealth Inc. Member FINRA SIPC. Advisory services offered through Osaic Advisory Services LLC. Osaic Advisory. Osaic Wealth and Osaic Advisory are separately owned, and other entities and/or marketing names, products, and services referenced here are independent of Osaic Wealth and Osaic Advisory.
Following Jesus. Learning to trust Him more deeply, we learn to center our lives and our plans in Him. He is God's plan, and we get to be included as His followers.
Dr. Michael Ziegler talks with pro surfer and shark attack survivor Bethany Hamilton about her life and faith. This week on The Lutheran Hour.
The Lutheran Hour, Sunday mornings at 6:30 on WTMJ.
I'm Jim Token, representing the Auto Dealers Association of Metro Milwaukee. There are so many reasons to service your car or truck and buy your next vehicle at one of the 115 Adam member dealers. Adam dealers employ more than 6,500 people in southeastern Wisconsin, which supports thousands of local families. Adam also contributes to many local charities. For example, Adam recently completed their Change Your Oil, Change Lives promotion, benefiting Feeding America of Eastern Wisconsin. Over the past 15 years, they've raised over $953,000, which provided more than 3.8 million meals to people in southeastern Wisconsin, the majority being children and seniors. These are just a few reasons to service your car or truck and buy your next vehicle from an Adam member dealer instead of a national online company with no ties to our community. To find an Adam member dealer, visit adam.com. That's ADAMM.com.
If we don't know the answer, we know someone who does. It's the Fix It Show on WTMJ.
Partly cloudy, scattered showers and thunderstorms today, a high of 81. Scattered, very scattered. Don't cancel any plans because of it is what they're saying if you're a meteorologist follower. Siding Unlimited, WTMJ talking text line is 855-616-1620. Eric Brown from Siding Unlimited on with us right now. This text says, can your company replace the screen door and track without replacing our patio door, which works fine?
So something like that ends up being a wild goose chase, trying to actually track down a screen that's going to fit, because a lot of that stuff comes from the manufacturer specific. And then over time, those manufacturers either go out of business, like the old Wisconsin door, like
Parkview?
The Parkview, yeah.
It's 5'6" or 6'6".
Yeah,
it's like the only company that made a 6-inch door, bigger than everybody else's.
Yeah. And are they in business?
Doubt it.
I doubt it. Yeah. But there's a lot of other patio door manufacturers that have gone out of business, changed names, all that. It's like Norco is another one that they sold and stuff, and so things change. And even Marvin, Marvin, Pella, Anderson, like even the big names change their product, change their style. Like they have to upgrade. They're chasing energy efficiency all the time. So things change. So so you end up, whether it's the screen door itself, the screen frame, screen door, rollers. I mean, the track. That's
part of the sill.
The track is part of the sill. So if that gets beat up, you're not replacing that.
No.
But rollers underneath the door, some of the hardware, you just can't replace. It's almost impossible to replace. You send a guy like me on a wild goose chase, I'm going to come back and be like, that's going to take me forever. It's not the cost of anybody's time to go chase this stuff down. So those are and these are old. Like it's probably a 25-year-old door, and upgrading putting a new door in is going to be so much better. Like, it's worth the investment to put it in because it's going to be energy efficient. We had talking about our meeting yesterday in our Siding Unlimited Sales War Room, where we bring up pictures and jobs and stuff that we're doing. One of the guys brought up a picture of it was a lake home, and it was a dining room, and around that was the patio door, and then all these picture windows. And one of the things we talked about was like, that has to be a cold room in the winter because all of that glass, it's 25, 30-year-old product. The energy efficiency is just non-existent, and the patio door absolutely has to leak like a sieve. Yeah. And what did Bob, our salesman, what did he say?
He said, "Yeah, it's a really cold room."
We brought that up.
Yeah,
and she said, "Yeah, I'm always freezing in this room in the winter." We go to replace all of that. That makes that room much more comfortable. So there's when you start seeing things fail, like the screen door or the rollers or these little things that you want to, can we fix it? Chances are it's ready for replacement.
Sure. All right, we're going to take another break. One segment left. This hour flew by quick.
They all do.
They all do. Siding Unlimited WTMJ talking text line is 855-616-1620. Eric Brown from Siding Unlimited on the Fix It Show on WTMJ.
Whether it's day or night, hot flashes due to menopause can be unpredictable. That's why there's Veoza, a prescription treatment proven to reduce the number and severity of hot flashes day and night that can start working in as early as 1 week. Based on clinical studies measuring efficacy at 4 and 12 weeks, individual results may vary. Talk to your healthcare provider about what this may mean for you. For moderate to severe vasomotor symptoms or hot flashes and night sweats due to menopause, Veoza can cause serious side effects, including liver problems. Your doctor will do blood tests before and during treatment. Stop Veoza and call your doctor if you have symptoms of liver problems, such as feeling more tired than usual, decreased appetite, nausea, vomiting, itching, yellowing of the eyes or skin, pale stool, dark urine, or stomach pain. Don't use Veoza if you have cirrhosis, severe kidney problems, kidney failure, or take CYP1A2 inhibitors. Ask your doctor about Veoza. To learn more, call 1-866-239-1637 or go to Veoza.com. That's VEOZAH.com.
Siding Unlimited is your local family-owned and operated resource for remodeling your home. We specialize in replacing windows, siding, roofing, doors, and decks. I say specialize because that is who we send to your home. Our team is built around the experts in all fields. Hi, I'm Eric Brown, owner of Siding Unlimited, sharing with you the attention to detail our team brings. Our crews are the master of their trade. Our crews are specific to the tasks they're assigned. That result is higher level quality installation at your home. Why is that important? Because building a labor force is difficult. I feel everyone is aware of that. Our team has been developed for over 31 years, and it shows on every home we work on and with every customer testimonial we receive. Looking for new windows, siding, roofing, and doors? Visit the 5-time Pella Platinum Premier National Window Contractor of the Year winner at sidingunlimited.com or stop by our beautiful showroom in Waukesha.
We thought our massive, hassleless mattress warehouse would be big enough to hold every mattress we sell, but boy, did we miscalculate. Now, our bad math is your good fortune. This week only, Thursday through Monday, it's the first ever hassleless mattress tent sale in Greenfield. We're decimating prices on over 500 brand new, overstock, floor model, and clearance mattresses. You won't find brand names like Beautyrest and Sealy Posturepedic marked this low anywhere else. A Sealy Posturepedic Queen Golden Acres pillow top mattress was $1,093, now just $546, and a Beautyrest King Bristol Rose mattress was $2,035. But at the Hassless tent sale, it slashed to $814. Be ready to load up your mattress and take it home. We'll have helping hands on hand to help. Look, at this point, we're not making money, we're making friends. So, friend, come see us this week at the first ever Hassless Mattress Tent Sale at the corner of Layton and 77th across from Kopp's Frozen Custard in Greenfield.
WTMJ, W277CV, and WKTI HD2 Milwaukee from the Annex Wealth Management Studios. This is News Radio WTMJ, a Good Karma brand station. If you got a problem, you know we'll solve it. It's the Fix It Show on WTMJ.
Sponsored each week by J&B Construction and Siding Unlimited. Thank you, Eric Brown, for sponsoring us. We appreciate that. He is with Siding Unlimited, one of two owners. Aaron is your brother, and you guys run the company together. Been doing it for 31 years. and doing a good job, obviously, because you keep growing, and now you've expanded to Madison, and it's just going well.
We keep moving forward, keep progressing, and I think the best thing, Dayton, you can attest to this, I think, with our company is that we're not a revolving door of employment, and so that just leads to, all right, a lot of the things that are going on right inside the walls at Siding Unlimited.
It's actually, to me, because I've been in a lot of different companies over the years, it's impressive at how long people stay with the company. It really is. It doesn't happen a lot anymore, but it does at Siding Unlimited.
Yeah, and I mean, I think it's like just an opportunity where, I mean, I think we come to work and it's almost and then we don't have a stress-free environment. Like, we don't have that. But we
work together.
But we work together. We've got great people, and it's almost a release for life. Like, it's like whatever else is going on. It's just cool.
The guys that run the place are pretty good too.
Yeah, thanks.
All right, so it's going to be a decent day out today. I go walking around my house. What are some maintenance type things I should be looking for as I do that?
Yeah, the visual inspection, the homeowner visual inspection is number one. That's the first thing that has to happen before any one of us, before Dayton comes out to the house, before I come out to the house, or before Dave comes out to the house as an inspector. It has to be, the homeowner has to see something. So we want to point out, what are you looking for? And it's anything that isn't perfect on the house.
Seems out of place.
Seems out of place. Yeah. And not necessarily like not quote unquote perfect. Like there can be like a little this and that, aging happens. But when you start seeing like paint bubbles rot, stuff like that, windowsills rotting, siding discoloration, like seeing swelling, rotting, like anything that you start seeing.
Algae running down a wall.
Algae under the, all of these things are signs of moisture. And if you're seeing it on the siding, like, or on the roof or on the windows or on the decking, like if you see all of this stuff, it's you have to move. You have to act, because once, the only line of defense for the whole house is the roof, the siding, the flashings, the windows, like, is what you see. If we peel all of that back, there's not much for a second line of defense. There really isn't. I mean, we use underlayments. Not everybody did. Like a lot of houses built. If you have a house built in the 90s and you haven't replaced your siding or windows yet, you got to really put it on the calendar.
Yeah.
But looking for signs of rot, if you see that discoloration, moisture, if you see that on the outside, you pretty much guarantee that it's already made its way in.
Yeah.
Areas like around, like if you have a deck, looking underneath your deck, looking at the deck ledger, or even the deck boards, if there's cedar boards, could be rotting from underneath. That could be a fall hazard, because we've seen it where the top of the deck looks fine, but as it rains, water goes around that deck board and it's capillary action. It drips off the bottom. Well, that's where it sticks.
Mm-hmm.
It's over time, that's a little bit more and more and more, and then it becomes rotting, and now it starts damaging. You don't even see it, and you could put your foot through. So I mean, those are the inspections. So around deck boards, rot, wood rot along windowsills, windows, doors. If your flashings aren't working properly, or if you don't have any rust in the valleys on chimneys or valleys of roofs, just all stuff like that. Now, Dave, do you have anything to add?
Oh no, everything you've said. If you have painted wood trim and it looks wrinkly, it's rotting.
Yeah.
You can literally probably walk up and put your finger through it. So the paint can be holding the wood, the surface, but behind it, it's rotting. So just be careful. Don't go up and stick your finger through it, because now it's damaged, and now you really have to do something.
Yep.
I have to be a little careful of that on my inspections, but sometimes that's the only way you can tell that something's soft.
I did one time. I was doing a window, going around looking at windows, and I took my pencil and poked the corner of the bottom.
Yeah.
Went right through. I was like, oh, geez. That wasn't good. No, it was the inside. It was the frame of the window.
Inside?
Just was completely rotted out. My pencil went right through it. I was like, I was pointing to it. See, right here, this is probably inside. You're seeing it now on the surface, but it started inside, and I poked it, and it went right through. I was like, yeah, it's time for some new windows.
Yeah.
But I've learned, let the customer poke their finger.
Yeah.
Not me.
I was walking a roof. This is a while ago. I was walking a roof, quoting it, and it's where a tree they had this old beautiful tree, but it overhang the house, and that area never dried out. The shingles were 30 years old. The shingles, it was actually one of those those interlocking shingles, and they were aged. But I walked over there to hook my tape on the end, and I put my foot right through the shingles, right through the decking, and it was on the overhang. So the soffit plywood is what stopped me from going further down. So it's moisture. I mean, that's what we're fighting against all the time.
Water.
So if you start seeing signs of moisture building up, causing problems like rot, all of that stuff, it's time. You got to get us on the calendar.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Real quick question here, if we can get to it. We have a double door for our entrance, and one is fake. Can you replace these with what brand door would you put in?
Yes. I don't know how much time we have to talk about.
The doorknob's probably in the middle of the door, too. Remember those?
Yeah, or that fake doors in front of the stairway.
Yeah,
we're
right.
replacing,
that's probably what they're talking about.
Closet.
We're replacing my daughter's next week. Actually, they have that double door. We're making it one door.
Yep.
We're going to build in the wall. You don't have to do that. You can put a fake one in and make it look like it's a double still, but we're not. We're going to build in a wall and then put in just a single door. But yeah, we're making that happen.
But we can do that. That's not a problem for us.
They have Pella windows. Would you use a Pella door or a different entry door system?
Well, no, we would use a different entry door system. Entry doors, Pella scrapped their program and went to somebody else a long time ago. So we have our own entry door system. We've had a lot of success with.
All right, we have 1 minute. Give us the elevator pitch. What is Siding Unlimited all about?
Exterior remodeling, siding, windows, roofing, doors. Where we are with Pella windows and patio doors. We are 5-time Pella Platinum Premier National Contractor of the Year. So 5-time National Contractor of the Year with Pella. You don't just walk in and get that. You earn it. And 31 years in business really got us rolling to the point where we're not a revolving door of employment. We have a great team in the office, on the sales, and especially out in the field. And I guess that's the easiest way to describe Siding Unlimited.
All right. SidingUnlimited.com, and the Instagram page is awesome if you want to see the work that we do. So that's just Siding Unlimited LLC.
Yep, on Instagram.
On Instagram. All right. Thank you. Good show. Always good to see you, Eric.
Thanks again for golf on Wednesday.
Have a good week.
You
doing anything fun? No?
Always doing stuff fun, yes.
All right. Coming
Life's
up
fun.
next, the Fox World Travel Show. Andrea will be filling in for Rose Gray.
This has been the Fix-It Show on WTMJ, presented by J&B Construction and Siding Unlimited. Advice and opinions expressed during the program are solely that of the hosts or guests, and not WTMJ Radio or Good Karma Brands Milwaukee, LLC.
It's here on consignment from over 10,000 nationwide partners. From very high-end, distinctive furniture, unique antiques and original art, to tasteful home decor that can fit almost any budget. Premium home decor priced right at 25 to 40% off retail prices. This is Katie with Design Exchange, where discerning buyers with discriminating tastes come to find premium home decor at a value. Design Exchange in Heartland and Pewaukee.
Design Exchange.
Smart interior designers know that what they'll see here is going to be almost impossible to find anywhere else, especially at our consignment prices. Premium home decor that's gently loved and close to new. And what we carry can raise the wow factor of anyone's home decor. This is Katie with Design Exchange, where discerning buyers with discriminating tastes come to find premium home decor at a value. Design Exchange in Heartland and Pewaukee.
Design Exchange. What's your name?
Leonard Skinnard. Live in concert. Saturday, August 9th at the Bank 59 main stage at the Wisconsin State Fair with special guest Tiger Lily Gold, celebrating 50 years of Leonard Skinnard. On sale now at wistatefair.com. Wisconsin State Fair, presented by U.S. Cellular.
Hey, this is WTMJ Steve Scavidi here to talk about my brand new show, WTMJ Outdoors. We love the outdoors in the great state of Wisconsin and beyond. We're going to talk with outdoors experts, bicycling, resort owners, rock climbers, hunting and fishing, camping, all things Wisconsin outdoors. Join us every Saturday, 2 to 3, right here on 620 WTMJ.
It's WTMJ Outdoors, presented by Outdoor Living Unlimited.
Alleviate your pain, rejuvenate your life.
Rejuvenex.com.
Yates brings home the pitch.
And a ground ball through the left side, into left field for a base hit. Frelick trots home. It is Brooms for the Brewers.
It's the Brewers and the Dodgers in Los Angeles. Our Brewers Radio Network game day coverage starts tonight at 7:35 on the home of the Brewers. News Radio 620, WTMJ, Milwaukee.
At 9 o'clock, it's currently 71 degrees in Milwaukee. Today's going to be partly cloudy.